John, again, it's something you wanted. You win your last fight against Ryan Bader by submission. Back on February 5th, right after it, you accepted this fight against Shogun knowing it was just 6 weeks away. Any concern then over such a quick turnaround from such an emotional win?
No, not at all. You know, I try to, to explain it, check it. I was a wrestler in college, and in wrestling, you compete all the time. You know, you compete at least twice a week. So I still have that mindset of competing as much as possible. Obviously, in the Bader fight, I took absolutely zero damage, and I felt as if getting the title shot so close to my previous performance was just a blessing in disguise. I started off my training camp in phenomenal shape. My timing was already there, my nutrition, my body fat was already low. So everything happens for a reason, and I'm excited for the opportunity.
You've spoken about embracing the clinch in this fight. Why do you say that again, heading in against Shogun?
Well, you know, I was a Greco-Roman All-American, and the clinch is such a huge part in combat sport. I mean, if you look at Muay Thai matches, if you look at your traditional boxing, the clinch is huge. It's a natural instinct for people to clinch when they're in a bad situation, and that's one of my main strengths. So, yeah, my takedowns from the clinch are very powerful. My knees from the clinch are very powerful, and I think that can be a huge mismatch that I can exploit in this fight.
Again, you have the knees. You also have that reach. Rashad Evans, who's going to be our analyst for this fight, said earlier this morning to me, again, in speaking about your ability with your reach to keep people away, how do you think Shogun might counter that and try to get inside of you?
Shogun's really good with his head movement. I can see Shogun trying to slip punches side to side and maybe come over with a big overhand right, or maybe slip in and come up with an uppercut or a left hook. But we're ready for that, you know. Not only using the reach, but using my footwork to maintain the distance. I think that'll also be a big factor in this fight.
Now, John, I have done my research. I realize that the Rashad Evans questions are not questions you're particularly appreciating, but I have to know, again, a lot of people, a lot of fans looking ahead to a possible matchup between you two if you do take Shogun's title. How would you feel about that fight?
Like you said, a lot of people and a lot of fans are looking forward. I'm not. You know, my biggest goal is to be a UFC light heavyweight champion, and that's right in front of my face. And to look past a guy like Mauricio Shogun, one of the best athletes in our sport of all times, it'll be equivalent to, you know, like looking at second base when a fastball is coming right at you, and Shogun being that fastball. My eyes are on the prize, and I'm trying to get a home run here.
Again, that face right there could be the youngest champ in UFC history. He is Jon Jones, perhaps the weight of mainstream fandom on his shoulders. John, again, in advance of your fight against Shogun, good luck Saturday at UFC 128.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.